What is up, guys? It is Robert of Movies with Me, and welcome, holy shit, to Avengers Infinity War movie review. And there will be no spoilers whatsoever in this movie review. Now, right off the bat, this is directed by the Russo brothers, the two that did Civil War, Winter Soldier, and here we are. They're directing both the Infinity War movies, I guess you could say, or Infinity War, and then whatever the next year is going to be called. Regardless, this is what they've been leading up to for 10 goddamn years, and it's insane. I was so damn hyped to see it. I was hoping it'd live up to the hype, and guys, it does. Now, obviously, this movie is basically the obvious. Thanos is coming to get some Infinity Stones and to rule this universe, to destroy it. There's obviously a lot more going on, but they get all these Avengers and anyone else, they meet up alongside with them eventually throughout their journey. They start to separate into little groups, and they're in space, they're on Earth, there's multiple different places. And guys, I had a ton of fun. I loved it. It was epic. It was emotional. It was funny. There's so much to this movie. It is 2 hours and 36, but it feels like an hour. It's such a thrill ride. And it's just mainly because you love these characters. These characters have been built up, like I said, for 10 years. They've had their own solo movies. They've had multiple solo movies. They've had team-ups already. And now the fact that you can see even more people like Guardians and Thor and stuff together, it's incredible, And it's awesome. It's such a fantastic movie. And it blows my mind how they were able to actually manage to have all these characters and still make it work. And also Thanos. Don't forget, Thanos is probably, let's just talk about him right now. He is the best Marvel Cinematic Universe villain, period. He's probably one of the best comic book movie villains. He is threatening. He is menacing. You see him and you get fucking scared because everyone's helpless in this movie. It's so incredible because these superheroes that we would view as like, yeah, they could take him, you start to debate because it's like 7, 8, 9 of these people going against one Thanos and they still can't take him. It's crazy what Thanos can do. He is a powerful motherfucker. Thanos is a character in this movie. He has a backstory. He has a personality. You tried, like, he talks about why he would do this stuff, and you could tell he's just a mass murderer, And there's other characters that, relate to him, like people like Gamora and stuff, that it gets more personal, and it's incredibly interesting to see Thanos' interactions with the Avengers, because it's not just, I'm here to kill you. Like, they talk. There's points where they actually do talk. It's not like a generic villain, He is a character, and I love that about this movie, because that kind of is what made this movie that good, You could have all these characters do all these amazing things, but then if the villain isn't all up to par, it just doesn't work as much, And no, trust me, you feel it every time he enters the screen. Like I said, those characters become helpless and they become just everyday people, because he is strong and he will just take on anybody and take them. It's insane. It's incredible. Now, again, another reason why this movie does work is because, like I said before, also all these characters we know and we love them, And so when we get to see more of the interactions between each other, it's fantastic. The little groups that they're in, fantastic. Anytime, it just felt so seamless because they would cut between so many different things. This is the Russo brothers had a lot to do, and the fact that they were able to really just do a fantastic job on it, it blows my mind. There was only one time where I was like, like something happens and then it goes to a totally different scene that is definitely a different tone, and you're like, wait, let me just sink in what just happened, And so that's why, like, but it's that one minor thing, so I could totally overlook it for being a transition, you know what I mean? Like, they had to move on, and they had to move on to other stuff, and, like, you can't just focus on one thing and then just keep it quiet, because it is a very loud movie. There's a lot of things happening. Like I said, there's no time to breathe in this movie is what I'm saying. There's always something going on. Always. And like I said, it's fantastic. I love the movie. And I'm just going to be very vague with everything because I don't want you to spoil anything. I've only saw one trailer. That was it. Everything else I didn't see. and I'm glad I did that because there's so much things in this movie I'm like, whoa, I didn't know that, and I loved it. You know, it's fantastic. Um, it's awesome seeing this little journey for Thanos to get these Infinity Stones, and it's awesome. It's awesome seeing like them trying to defend the Infinity Stones. You know how basically where they are, how they take place, and the battles, the action sequences are fantastic. You know, the Russo brothers did an even better job with the action sequences. There's not as much shake cam. It's all very smooth. It's a really damn good looking movie. It's obviously a very expensive looking movie, but they put that money to good use. Like it's a fantastic movie that I think everyone will really enjoy. I loved it. It is actually maybe my favorite Marvel movie because dude, I love this movie. Before it was Civil War, I think this one tops Civil War. And so, yeah, guys, overall, I'm going to give Avengers Infinity War a 10 out of 10. Guys, I think it's like a masterpiece. It's a Marvel masterpiece, man. Like, I loved it from beginning to end. I felt every little thing. I felt emotional. I felt the epicness. I felt the constraints of these guys' powers against Thanos. It was incredible. Like I said, they did handle it so well. I thought they did a fantastic job at balancing all of these characters and balancing also Thanos, trying to give you more on him, while also balancing the action sequences and balancing the actual story and balancing other side stories between other characters. They did it. They had a lot to do, and I think they crammed it pretty damn well. Like I can't really think of a complaint to be like, no, that you can't do. And it's kind of like it's what something like Justice League should have been. You know, like Justice League, the villain was super damn generic. It was whatever. They had to take time to set up people like the Flash and Aquaman because they didn't have their own movies, Cyborg. But this movie didn't have to do that. It just had to be an Avengers movie, and it's what I wanted. You know, you got the damn great characters, and because yes, this is obviously part one. You know, next year you have Avengers 4. It does end in a cliffhanger, and what you would think a part one would be. You know a part one is going to end with a cliffhanger, and does end it with a cliffhanger, and it will make you stay in that theater, just mind blown. I know I was sitting watching the credits like, what the fuck? I don't know where they're going to go from here. I really don't. And I think that's pretty damn cool. Like, it's pretty damn cool that we could be like, oh, a big tentpole superhero movie. We don't know how it's going to go. That doesn't happen often. So, yeah, guys, did you see Avengers Infinity War? Did you like it? Did you not like it? If you didn't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what you do like, to be honest. Because, like I said, it was quite the ride. I'm so fucking ready for Avengers 4. It needs to come right now because, like I said, I don't know where they're gonna go from here. My jaw was on the floor by the credits. I'm amazed, guys. I'm really amazed that the Russo brothers were able to do that. They were able to go from Winter Soldier to Civil War to this. They did a hell of a job, and I loved it from every single second. It's like I said, it's what I wanted, and to be honest, more. There's a lot of surprises that I had no clue was gonna happen. And it's going to fuck with you, this movie. It's awesome. I love it. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.